Welcome to the Python Learn Together, Code Together. Today we will see something about for statement. Okay, let's open our Python interpreter. It is the official Python interpreter, and here in the for statement, unlike your other languages like C or any other languages, in the for statement in Python it supports even the strings. That means in C language, when we compare to the C language, in C language we have to define this for statement for only the integer values. But in Python, it supports even for the strings or any of the data types. That means it supports for the strings, a list, and even for the integers like that. In Python, it has the ability to support even the string for inside the for loop. That means while defining the for loop. So the syntax of this for loop is like I will go with one example. So what I will do means a equals to, this is one list I am creating. A equals to 1 2 3 4. Okay, instead of a I will take just numbers equals to 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, then I will close this and I will click enter. This is the list, and I defined one list called numbers and I assigned with 1 2 3 4 5, and I will click enter. Now the list is created. Now I am using the for loop to display the each elements of this list. For that, the syntax is for, and we need to define one just one variable. That means that has to take this element one by one. So for a in numbers, this is just like a English sentence. So here in the for loop, when we compare to the C, in C we need to use parenthesis, and we need to give where which start and where it iterates, like all those things. But in Python it is like till the end it will take the for a in numbers. That means a is something variable. So for a in numbers means here we have the number inside this number. That means we are referring this a to the elements which are inside this number. Okay, one by one. So for a in numbers, and here we need to put one colon and click enter, and just give one tab space or four space, and just write print, because we are printing the numbers one by one. That means the elements of these numbers one by one. So print, and here you have to write print, yeah, print a. Okay, because here our variable is a, so I'm printing this a, and I will close this, and I will click enter. And as I told, in order to tell the Python that the our for loop is end, so we need to, the for loop is ended till here. So we need to just in the in only the Python interpreter, in not in the situation where we are going to write these programs in one file and we are executing. But here in Python interpreter we need to just leave one last blank line in order to tell that our program is completed and it start to execute. So here remember, first of all we declared one numbers. That means the variable equals to, this is one list 1 2 3 4 5, and for a means here one data type that referred to the, not the, yeah, it is data type. That means it is one variable. Okay, it is a variable. A is a variable that is referred to these elements, because for a in numbers, here the numbers and here is the numbers. Okay, then a colon print a. That means inside the numbers, first it will go to a equal to 1, then after printing this again it comes back and a equals 2, like that it will print till the all the elements in this list will get over. So print a. Now I will click enter. Okay, you can see 1 2 3 4 5. This is we checked for the integers. Now we will check for some string. So for that, what I will do means I will just okay, I will names equals to, and inside this I need to write some name. I will write Rama and Ravan. There are some random names I'm writing. Ravan and John Okay, here John, John, and Khan. These are some names. Okay, I just write these names, and these names here we need to enclose this in a single quotes because it's a string, and yeah, it is separated by the commas, and I will close this because now this is the list which contains these four names, and I will click enter. Okay, now, oh sorry, I just pressed one this button, so I need to, I think, redefine it. Yeah, names equals to, okay, I will click enter. Now names equals to Ramaran and John Khan. Now what I will do means, for any variable you can use, I will use again the a. For a in range, for a in not the range, for a in names. Okay, because while talking pro it comes as a range, but here we are using the names, so here we need to type for a in names. For a in names, what we have to do means, that means the a is now referred as this one, Rama, Ravana, John and Khan, so a takes these strings each time. Okay, here I just simply give one space here, so instead that for a in names, then I will put on colon and give some, don't forget to maintain the indentation, and here I'm going to write a print, here I'm going to write a. Now in C and all, we are not going to deal with the strings while using this for loop, but here we can directly use this for loop for even for the strings. Now if you click the enter, you can see Ram, Ram, John and Khan, it will print. So we can use this for loop even for the strings. And one thing we have to remember when using the for loop, if any of the for loop, it will delete its original, that means if for a in names, I'm referring these names, if my for loop inside this I'm going to write some program, that means some programming lines, if these lines, in any one of these lines will alter this names of, that means the original names, what is this, names equals to Ram around this, the if it alters the original thing, then we need to copy that and we need to do the operation. Remember that if anything, if any loop we are used, for example, if for a in names, and here instead of that print a, if I write something like print the names which start with r, which start with r, like that, no, not print the names, delete the names which start with r, then we need to always do such deleting operation on the copy of this one, because we it is better practice. Okay, so I think you hope understand this. Yeah, thank you.